Cheers.
Cheers to Mike. Starting a little late tonight. Thank you all for waiting patiently for your milk. We will be releasing it in about 45 hours. And just hold strong. Enjoy a little video game. And we'll see you if you live. This is Thingus. We had a little tech trouble tonight. How are we sounding? How are we looking? I don't know if anyone's here yet because we didn't do a starting soon. So
Well,
hello.
it's 9 p.m. I'd say we're on time.
Yeah, no, we're right on time. I think so. Cowabunga.
30 minutes or it's free. It's not free.
That's right. This pizza, this pizza ain't free. Sorry. No refunds, no free pizza. But
Hey, how come it doesn't have the update?
no.
Do you have to beat the game first?
No. Wait, the update went through, right?
I don't know.
I think it did. I think it downloaded.
What's the version?
1.1.063.
No, I mean, what's the updates version?
I don't have that information.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna play Vanilla Tower.
Whoa, whoa. All right. We'll just fuck around until some people show up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So this game got an update, and we're not playing it.
We're not playing
We're just
it.
playing the regular game.
Everybody else is playing the update. How do we play the update?
You down.
Is this anything?
Ah. Yeah, I heard you that time.
You heard me now. But what about game?
I don't know.
No audio from the game. Let's try refreshing the game. Boy, what a night. What a night, folks. What a night. No game. No game. Well, maybe this is a good opportunity to try to figure out why the update's not working. Do you want to go back and make sure we got the update?
How?
Press B and quit the game. Yeah, there you go.
Where? Oh, exit game.
Yeah. So why not updated? How does update work? 1.0.1163. That's what it was. Why don't you go into the community and see about all the furious people who can't figure out how to make it work?
I don't know. Is it one of those games where you have to beat the whole game before you're allowed to... Oh, I can't read that.
No. Too many words. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to get sound out of this game. All right. I'm going to try and unplug the capture device just for a moment. Let's see if we can't right this ship once and for all. good?
I hear it now.
Good. We just don't see it. But I think that's okay. There we are.
Okay, you can unlock the noise as a playable character by either beating the game as Peppino
No.
or repeatedly hitting Peppino 100 times in the game menu. Auto-clicking doesn't count. Okay.
No, that's just good. That's just a good quality of life update right there.
Yeah, how do we beat him, though?
How do we beat
How do we
Peppino?
punch him?
You have to punch him, right? In the game menu?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well, he's
where
in the
you do
menu,
that.
right? He's in the menu, so you just have to hit him, right?
Like this menu?
Yeah, I think that's what it means, right?
Can you punch him?
Hit him.
No. No. No.
No. How do we kick his ass?
Not like the menu. Like the pause menu. No, he's not in the pause menu.
Help.
Maybe, I don't know, what are the R buttons? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Kick his ass.
Hooray. All right, we're going to
It's
see this
R.
thing.
Okay. We could beat him up. How many is that? Like 15? 20?
Ah, who cares? This is fun. We'll just enjoy this for a while. Yeah, this is great. Yay! All right. Welcome to Thingus, everyone. I'm going to welcome you a few times tonight because we've had some false starts.
So, did you see what the noise was? He was a boss.
He's a boss.
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about it. I just assumed you could play as the noise.
Okay. Well, the noise, like, I can show you the boss first if you want.
Yeah, sure. Whatever order you'd like. Oh, man. I am not sitting back tonight. We're playing in the living room for a change. That's why you can see an air conditioner behind me and a bunch of toys. We got a big idea in our head that that we were gonna play some old PC games that truly suck, and it did not work out. There's too many technical things, and then getting the games to play themselves was just too much. The capture card could not. The noise.
So yeah, this is the noise.
What a bad little boy.
Yeah.
He's the annoying. Oh, look at his ass with a little patch sewn on. Everyone loves the noise.
Yeah,
There's a
he has his own station.
There's a Macy's parade float that flew away.
That's him, I guess. He's like the marketing for Pizza Tower, I guess. He's like
Right.
the mascot.
The mascot. That makes sense.
He's like the Domino's guy.
Yeah, he's the Noid.
The Noid.
Avoids the noise.
Yeah, which there is a video game about the Noid.
It's true.
And he used that thing in that game, that like pizza smasher.
Oh.
Well, like, okay, were you alive? I wasn't alive.
For the Noid?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was alive for the Noid. And I played the Nintendo game.
I just remember the game, and like, I've seen the commercials on YouTube.
That's interesting. There are a few particular. I mean, this is such an. It's interesting for people who are siblings or friends who were born in 1984 and 1988, respectively, and trying to identify all the things that like differentiate them in terms of like, you know, just stupid commercial culture and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's all the dumb shit that I know about that you don't know about? I mean, I guess we figure that stuff out all the time just by talking on here. Like, for instance, you've been talking about Dan Schneider and iCarly and stuff, and I never watched that.
Well, Dan Schneider made like 200 shows.
Okay.
And I hated all of them except for iCarly.
Right.
I'm not sure what it was about iCarly. I think it was just like, it was kind of modern. It was about the internet. It was about like a YouTuber, basically, kids online. It was, you know, it was just as corny as you might imagine. It's still made by like old people like that. But like, I think it was in the execution. It was really good.
There was a little magic there. It was a good on purpose, perhaps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Should have sucked. Could have sucked. Good on purpose.
Good on purpose.
Yeah. iCarly, what's her name, and Jeanette McCurdy, and the guy who plays Spencer, Gibby. Like those are great. I didn't mention Freddie because I forgot him, but
don't know any of these people.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they're just kids that Dan Schneider wanted, which is creepy.
Ah, I see.
Dan Schneider, like, he got away with it for so long because Nickelodeon was like, what? We have feet in our branding. So he could like make jokes where their feet were like in the camera, like doing something with their feet that has nothing to do with the story.
Oh my God.
It's just like goofy, and it's like, you know, that guy's a creep. He wanted that in there because that's what he liked.
No
is right, but luckily, I mean, we don't.
Wait, he
ever.
died?
Well, no, he's alive, but thankfully, he's not ever going to make a fucking show at Nickelodeon ever again because, like, he's had like 30.
Okay, all right, he's done. They finally after 30 shows, he's done. See,
I don't like all that.
You don't like all that? I mean, I don't remember a thing about it. It was an SNL for kids.
Yeah.
Before that, there was a show called Roundhouse that was also kind of that.
Yeah.
But it was like, Roundhouse is one of those things. I think that probably was made in like 1990 or so. That's one of those things that like, if I went back and watched it, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, of course, all these people were 12 years old. But like in my mind, they were all like 25.
Well, they could have been 25-year-olds dressed up as 12-year-olds.
It's true. That happened way more in the 90s. Like, the cat was sitting in the box for all the hardware. How cute.
Cute.
Famous last words before the cat makes the whole system fuck up. But let's just keep saying cute.
If my last words were cute, I'd be really satisfied with that.
Yeah, no, the cat's being cute. I mean, she's just here. Yeah, Pete and Pete is another show where I'm just like, all right, well, little Pete obviously was a kid, but Big Pete was like 30 years old. Pizza Tower. Do I dare continue enjoying this booze just in case our whole system shuts down?
Of course.
Yeah. You know what? If that happens, I'll just be like, well, fuck! And that'll be, you know, the coping mechanism that it allows for me to have. So what kind of unique powers does the noise have?
He's got a skateboard, and he's, like, a lot faster. Like, he could, like... I think the game is kind of... You're supposed to play it with Peppino first,
right.
And the noise is, like... kind of the game on a little bit easier mode.
Gotcha.
Like Peppino wouldn't have been able to like get around this area this quickly with this like tornado move I've got.
I see. What fun for everybody that you get to like play through all the levels again. Oh right, this game has little walking around guys. I was trying to think of them last week. These are the vegetables I was thinking.
Yeah, there's little walking around guys. Definitely a trope that they didn't miss out on in this game at all.
If you truly want to recreate the 90s,
Well, it depends on what specific things from the 90s that are lost that you need to recreate.
That you need to recreate.
We
Well,
need
yeah,
to.
obviously we're not trying to recreate everything about the 90s. That's just ridiculous.
No,
Okay.
we're not bringing it all back.
No,
Just the things that people forgot about.
that are worth remembering and are going to be forgotten. That's what we're doing on this show, really. That's the service we perform on this show, the humanitarian service.
Yeah, those humanitarians like Tim Burton bringing back Beetlejuice from 1990 or whatever. The year I was born, I think.
So did we actually talk about this on the show last week? Like the new Beetlejuice is the most got the guy production I've seen in quite a while.
Most got the guy.
Yeah, they got every guy. They got them all to make this movie again.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's gonna be good. I mean, I was kind of saying this at dinner, or when we were all together, that I was like, well, what if Tim Burton suddenly just like, he's got a weird little bit of a weird a wild hair, and he makes something weird again to everyone's surprise. And Mike was just like, I have told myself this so many times. So many times. It's not coming back. The weird doesn't come back.
No.
The weird was when he was a kid. And then as he got older, the weird diminished. Right? Like, the weird doesn't, he's going to get older and weird in a way that does not empower you to make great movies, unfortunately. Whenever it's like some old director who's still got it, whenever that happens, it's like one of three directors, right? The three great directors who are still working: Scorsese, Cronenberg, and George Wallace, right? Everybody else getting worse all the time.
Well, it's like a guy who's like realized he's actually still got something left to say.
Yeah.
Like, I like Scorsese, but like he has to keep it fresh. He's made the same movie twice, and I wasn't that interested.
I mean, he makes a lot of movies about how like living in America is evil. And I mean, that's like what his latest movie was about too. But he's very good at showing the particular ways that it's evil,
Yeah.
Very, very good at it. Mutant Astronaut says there was a canceled project called Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, which was offered to Kevin Smith. I mean, what year was it offered to Kevin Smith? I feel like there is no. Just like, no, never.
This
I mean,
is never coming back.
Well, no. I mean, there's no time when it could have been good. Oh, 96? Maybe?
Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. That sounds like garbage.
Kevin Smith in 1996. What was he making in 96? Like mall rats and shit. Yeah.
So would this have been better?
No. No, there would have been like all these stupid scenes where all the characters are just arguing with each other about TV. Like a shrunken head arguing with a ball of slime about like some stupid TV show that no one remembers.
Oh my god. I mean, maybe that's what the new one will be.
Sure. Right, because the story is by the guy who wrote Abraham Lincoln Zombie Hunter and Pride and Prejudice, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Did you see that?
No. No one needs to see those.
Yeah, why does that exist? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
Because it was random. Me and my buddies just loved that stuff. So funny.
It was funny. We did it for the lols.
Pride and Prejudice? That was a book originally. So, do you remember last week we were having a good laugh about the idea of getting on an airplane just to fuck somebody? We're having a good long laugh about that one. And
Did
like,
we?
do you remember that? We, particularly me, was having a great laugh about that one. Yucking it up. Oh yeah, Ryan remembers because he's the one who inspired the conversation. Anyway, so I was thinking about the time that I did that, and you know, it was before I met your father. I just remembered this that there was a time in my 20s. I'd come off a pretty long-term relationship, perhaps a little too recently, and I was traveling. I was hanging out with friends in a different city, and I met somebody, and you know, we hit it off, but we lived in 2 different cities, and we kept talking after we met, and I like decided to get on an airplane and visit him. And as I remember it, like I think I stayed for like 3 days. And you know, I had a fairly level head about this. I was like looking for a relationship, but I was also like, all right, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna like tie myself up in knots about this. That said, when I got there, I felt like we had a really good time. We were in a fun city, and we rode bikes, and we like walked out by the waterfront, and we like played guitar and sang together, and we were like out wandering, and there was this carnival going on, so we like walked around the carnival and ate, you know, like fried dough or whatever, and we went to like a gift stand, and we saw these funny belts and stuff, and you know, like took pictures holding up like hee like a stupid belt. And yeah, when we said goodbye, you know, I thought we had fun. Like I didn't necessarily, you know, expect this to keep going, but I didn't expect him to ghost me as quickly as he did. He really became hard to reach very quickly after that. So, you know, I let it go. I didn't make a big deal out of it. But a couple weeks later, I was still like, you know, kind of like checking on him online, like, where the fuck is this guy? And he would post like little like doodles and songs and stuff on his blog, and he posted like a little acoustic guitar song, and the song was called "Come Be Disappointed with Me." And the song went like this. It was like, come be disappointed with me. Dun, 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 dun. We could go for a bike ride. We could walk on the waterfront. We could go to a carnival and look at some belts. Come be disappointed. It was everything we did. Come be disappointed with me.
It's pretty romantic that he wrote a song about you.
You know, I've never thought of it that way, honestly. I will be right back. All right, I'm gonna walk past here without ruining anything.
A lighter? No.
Oh.
I don't have anything to smoke.
Oh, I do, but I don't have a lighter.
Yeah.
And,
We found a lighter.
Well, thank you. Once again, Thingus is therapy. I just heard a sound that sounded like our mother saying, "Ciao."
Yeah, there's like some voices in this song that just like like that.
They sound like echoes of something you've known.
Yeah, but it's not something I can recognize. I need that bomb so I can kill the rat. Thank you. Oh boy.
Ah, a joint.
Oh, can I get that back? Thank you.
So what is up, everybody? Anybody else have a story they want to debase themselves by sharing? I promise you I will give you so much sympathy, and I will give you a healthy perspective on the whole matter. Just as Joe has done for me tonight.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you've really cracked this this failed relationship for me. All this time I've been sitting here wondering, trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, like maybe you both got what you needed from that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is that I needed to quickly and without and with some remove from my real life feel like I was in a relationship. Just for a little while. Just a temporary feeling. And I did not need to continue feeling that way because ultimately I was looking for a relationship, not some guy to visit on an airplane in another town.
Yeah, you were like, from now on, I'm taking the bus.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's the people's, horny transit. Like, I came fresh and ready on an airplane for this guy. Like, if it's not in 30 minutes, it's free. I was on a silver platter. And he was like, that was pretty good. I could go for it again sometime, but not now.
Holy crap. We are going to see the new Star Wars movie, Episode 1. It's going to be freaking sweet. It was all right.
Right, the first time he sees it.
People say it's really bad, and, well...
And then, like,
he
next
has to
week
think
you
about
see
it.
Next week you see... Yeah, he's thinking. And what about the next time you see it?
Yeah, it's as bad as everyone says. It's like Peter being asked in every decade.
Yes.
It's like, Dad, I'm making a video. I'm gonna ask you every 10 years how you feel about Star Wars. And like when he first sees like episode 3, he was like, pretty sweet. It was a lot better than the last 2, I'll tell you that. But then, like, they watch it again in 2007. And he was like, "It wasn't bad, but it's not a classic." When Elon Musk brings us to space, which ones are we really gonna bring with us?
Right, because Peter totally likes Elon Musk and believes in everything he says.
Oh my God, he invented AI. He's the world's most. What was the fucking line from The Simpsons? There was an episode of The Simpsons where they meet Elon Musk and like Homer's like about to like hit him with a baseball bat or something.
Oh,
and
they don't like
Lisa's
him?
like, no, Dad, that's Elon Musk, the world's most brilliant living inventor.
No!
Yeah, I think Lisa Simpson has been really evil lately.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Lisa, my girl, Lisa, who believed in all the good causes.
Now she's calling out those PC thugs
No,
who killed Apu for them.
no! Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, they really did massacre our boy Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. See, like late era Lisa, when she becomes a vegetarian, is like the last political update to Lisa that is real.
Yeah.
When her ideology matched my own, that's when Lisa became a full character. No, Lisa has to exist for all the annoying preteens out there who like feel like Lisa, right?
I thought it was like the annoying like 30 to 60-year-olds who were just like Lisa.
Right, yes. Grandma Birdie says the Lisa who took on Malibu Stacy wouldn't do this to us. No. Oh man, you're just going through the whole game with the noise.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Did you want me to like show the other like the rest of the game?
Oh, the other game?
Like the other guy?
Oh, I don't care. No, play however you want. Doesn't matter. I am probably not going to easily be able to set up any other game.
Oh really? We're not gonna play the other one?
Oh no,
we got?
we'll try. We'll try.
Okay.
But like, I don't want to run out of games too early.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll see how far I can get in this.
God, I just love the stupid fucking 2D art.
It's great, yeah.
I've been laying out a lot of my scenes visually by just doing like sketchy little drawings over the backgrounds and like drawing them in red and like coloring them white. And I've just been having fun doing bad drawings and like challenging myself to make something that like maybe later on through the pixels I'll still be able to preserve a little of that shitty drawing so that it doesn't just look like uniform pixel art, you know, like a uniform sprite. Because I love how unfaithful this game is to any one particular drawing.
Yeah.
There is no style guide for this game. It looks like it was drawn by one person.
Yeah, that's the style guide.
Yeah.
It's consistent because the same guy did it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you can never make a wrong drawing if you just are the guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, be the guy. Don't get the guy.
Don't get the guy. Be your own guy.
Stop
be the guy you want to see in the world.
Stop summoning Beetlejuice. Just be a juice.
Be the juice.
Be the juice.
It's true. Stop getting the guy. Stop getting guys.
Stop getting guys. We're giving the guy too much money.
And also, we're yelling at him.
And he's yelling at us.
Yeah, we shouldn't be having a relationship anymore, us and the guy.
No.
This transaction is over. Like, if the guy wants to make another movie, I'll check it out. But, like, if the guy is just trying to give us that movie he already gave us, you know, like when you're in a relationship, but you feel like you don't even know that person anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is, you know? It's just like the sinking feeling. Like, you're the shape of the old person I knew, but I don't recognize you anymore. And that means that we shouldn't be interfacing through this art form that people care very deeply about. Like, imagine like writing an incredible book for somebody and like the intimate experience of reading that book, and then like later writing a shitty sequel to it that like wasn't supposed to get released, and then it got released after you died because they got you posthumously.
And then, it was bad.
And it's bad, and it shouldn't have been released.
So you're saying that the artist actually was good by not releasing it. They said it's not good enough.
They knew it wasn't right, and they didn't release it.
And then someone made it, but put it under their name and not their own.
Yeah, they you know, once in a while, like a kid will write it or something.
Okay.
You know, the kid will edit it, but sometimes they'll just wait until the author is no longer able to consent about whether their work is published or not, and they somehow get their permission anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just thinking of Harper Lee in particular.
Yeah, I know.
but she's not the only example. I know for sure. It's impossible.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can think of any.
Although, okay, I have not read this yet. I'm working my way through. It's going to take me years, but I'm slowly working my way through the bibliography of Mervyn Peake, who was a fantasy author who wrote a book called Gormenghast, which I should get you a copy of that. It's like awesome. I think I have a copy. I'll lend it to you. It's just like an awesome like book about like a huge tower, and I picked it up totally randomly at like this vacation house that like me and the family were quarantining in during like Canada pandemic. We had to like sit in the house for 2 weeks, so we potty trained Oscar and I read Gormenghast. And you know, you like when a book really has an impact on you, you think about things like that. But I digress. I don't know why that matters. Is Thingus not just one giant digression? But anyway, I loved Gormenghast, and then he wrote like 2 more books in the series, and then apparently, like I've started on the second book, but apparently his wife wrote another book after he died. And she did so like with the full belief that like this is the story that he wanted to release. And I really, really want to read that. Because there's no way it can be. There's no way it can ever be what he wanted to release. But it was what the person who loved him most thought he wanted to release. And really believed in it and made it. And like read her husband's unfinished words and edited his book and finished it. But anyway, all of this is to say that it's okay to let the guy go. Let the guy go.
Yeah, I mean, he's allowed to die.
Let him die. Yeah. Let him die. Well, I choose to believe that this wife was, it was completely an act of love to help her deal with his absence. That said, I don't know whether she should have written it or not, you know?
Well, you know, like we were sort of saying before, like if there was like a shitty treatment of like a really half-finished, like late era Chuck Jones cartoon, yeah, we want to see it.
Oh yeah, Joe and I were talking yesterday about what we would give up to see another Chuck Jones cartoon. Like we would give up like 100 of the animated movies that have come out in the last, like, I don't know, 20 years. I would completely strike from existence immediately if I could see one more 6-minute Chuck Jones cartoon that the world had never seen before.
Yeah, there was a movie called Coyote versus Acme that for some reasons that I don't care enough to understand.
I think it's like a tax write-off for the
company. We'll never see the light of day.
Yeah.
But like, was that going to be like anything?
Was Coyote versus Acme going to be anything?
Like,
it was like,
but they've been making those jokes for like 40 years by now with like the cartoon characters like, that's my client's line. Like the fucking narrator says, "That's all, folks," and Porky Pig is like, "That's not part of the deal. I'm gonna be in my the trailer." Like, are we on like year 60 to 70 of making that fucking
meta
joke?
commentary on Looney Tunes.
Yeah, meta commentary where it's like, my client has been maimed, blown up,
flattened by an anvil, stretched so that his body is 40 feet long and he has to walk home with his long legs.
Like, we're gonna do a movie of that now?
Where we litigate all of that again? The jokes were already repeating themselves in the old cartoons. No. No. This isn't like...
Like, there are real Chuck Jones cartoons that go unappreciated. Like Charlie Dog. I love that dog.
Yeah, Charlie Dog's really cute. He's like Chuck Jones. Chuck Jones had such a great sense of weight and drapery and fur. Like the skin of fur on like the furry skin on animals, like the way it drapes over, like the hierarchy of skin. He's so good at it. And he had such a cuddly stage. Like there was a stage where Chuck Jones's characters would just hug themselves, and they were so soft and snuggly looking.
They're vulnerable. Their eyes were like,
yeah. Oh my God, so vulnerable. And he felt that way in those early years. He would say that like he felt so winsome and not confident at Warner Brothers in those early days. And
When he was
would
making like the mouse.
yes, Sniffles, and Charlie Dog. Just a darling little dog who's just a little puppy. He's just baby. He says, "Wait for baby." Yeah, adorable Chuck Jones era.
Well, he's a little bit more like Bugs Bunny. He's a smart ass.
Yeah, you're right. He is a little bit of a smartass, and he's just Bugs Bunny's voice. Like, the same voice, basically.
Do you got a Labrador? Then shut up.
Oh yeah, but I mean, then he made sweet characters like that later on when he got his confidence too. But earlier in his career, he would not have made something like Mark Anthony and Pussyfoot, which is such a gentle, winsome cartoon, and yet very dark in a way that only like later Chuck Jones would be able to pull in, you know?
Yeah.
There's quite a few scenes in what is that cartoon called? It's like Kitten for Sale or
Feed the Kitty?
Feed the Kitty, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a bit like in What's Opera Doc where he like dies.
Yeah.
It's like it gets dark.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, he thinks the kitten got baked in the oven into a cookie. So then he's dealing with the grief of that, and he takes the cookie from the woman. Like, he takes it out of her hand and gently like looks at it, and his eyes just like tear up and his lip quivers, and he just like takes him and tries to put him back on his back and like cover his little cookie body in fur. He's just like sitting there trying to sleep with the kitten, with the cookie kitten on top of him, just crying. Oh my god, Mark Anthony, you poor pup. Only Chuck Jones could do it. You think Clampett could make a cartoon like that? He's too mean. Chuck
Probably.
Jones, he had the compassion and the violent he had the violent skill set too.
Well, that's really sweet, and it's really funny. Like, it's sad and funny at the same time.
Yes. But this is like around the same era when he was making like those Bugs and Daffy cartoons where Elmer Fudd just like blasts Daffy's head off and like knocks his teeth out and shit. And he gets remember when oh my god, my favorite fucking Daffy Duck face of that age is when Bugs and Daffy are like hiding in a hole together, and Bugs is like, "Go up there and see if he's still there." And like Daffy doesn't even question it. He just immediately sticks his head up out of the hole and gets blasted. And then he falls back down again onto the ground, and Bugs is like, "Is he still there? Is he still there?" And Daffy's like, "Still lurking about." You can kind of see his face if in your mind's eye if you want to. I feel like it's very like just like a broken beak, and it's like in a perfect profile, and it's so withered.
I love the Daffy face I think of about all the time is like when he's like, "This is a close-up? A close-up!" And it goes all the way up to his eyes and they're bloodshot.
Oh my god, that's right. Sorry for the air conditioner in the back of this, but I simply have been sitting forward the entire show so far, so. Oh my god, who cares? Who cares what the background of my camera just changed to? Like, most people don't even stream with a real background. They're streaming with like a rainbow in the background. with like 3D water in the background.
No! Oh my god, hard.
Yes, when Daffy gets hit so hard, his beak is on the back of his head. It's so funny because like you see that his face is just a ball. with no mouth, like Marvin the
Yeah.
the Martian, we call him. only sickos who like to date teenagers call him Marvin the Martian. But like then we also see his beak so that it looks like he's still kind of like smiling through his beak while his face is blank. It's a really excellent drawing, where it almost looks like his mouth just got turned crooked, so he looked like a Picasso drawing.
Yeah.
So great. Speaking of people who love Marvin the Martian, I don't normally look at this shit anymore, but I did look at the good old fashioned Sex Pest cancellation that happened in comics this week. I won't say who it is because people are just going to play this back at different time periods, and like my description of this situation will be absolutely identical to another one. So it doesn't actually matter who I'm talking about because this shit always happens. It just never stops. But I was checking it out for a couple of days. It like kind of broke on it broke on social media on the weekend. So nobody was writing about it. Like nobody in the press was writing about it. What?
Boom.
Anyway, it was a social media screen caps and shit for like the first 2 days. And then the comics press got to it on Monday. And I must admit I was following it more closely than I've followed anything like this in a while. It messed with me a little bit to hear about, and the guy's also my age, so I'm also like, oh, okay, I am now the age where it's like you're considered like a totally sweaty creep. So I was kind of checking it out, I was like searching for more news about it, which it never means things are going well in my week. I'm anxious. I'm like biting my cuticles, and like I'm not getting enough exercise because there's all kinds of like renovation stuff going on in my house right now, and I'm just like I'm anxious. Anxiety levels have been high lately because of like a lot of little stressors building up, but it's a symptom that I'm anxious, and then it also creates more anxiety because I'm like, what's going on with that? Anyway, the day after the news breaks is when nobody should be hearing about any of this, but if you must know, after the press catches it, stop reading. You've struck gold. If you keep reading after that, the craziness of the things you read, it starts to increase, like starts to jump very quickly. And usually you like that day after the press gets it is when you get those people who are like, never heard of da-da-da, but it sounds like an asshole. Like, wow, welcome to the party. So glad you made it. Really happy you're here.
I'm just here for the Sex Pest.
Like literally, right? Sex pest? Oh, well, then I'm interested. Don't know anything about the guy. Never will check any of it out. Literally just here because I heard the word sex pest. So you get those people. And then another thing you get a lot of is I always knew. They're so sure that they knew. And they've got like some super nebulous reason why they knew. And like I saw one for this guy the other day that was like I always thought it was weird that he didn't follow anyone except his own YouTube channel. He didn't follow anyone, Joe.
He's not using Twitter, right?
He's not using Twitter right. I knew he was DMing teenagers. I knew it. I knew it.
For how long did you know?
Yeah. Why didn't you report this to the authorities? What do you mean? You knew. You didn't tell anyone?
You knew. Like, you always knew.
You always knew? You just, like, intrinsically have such excellent detective skills. You could have prevented a lot of suffering if you had told somebody. You just sat there knowing, huh? Well, I'm glad at least you get to be right about this. But like, at the end of Seinfeld, they locked all those people up for that.
Yeah, and people were like, that's really how Seinfeld ends?
Yes, you fucking cowards. They deserve to be in jail for their cowardice.
Yes, and so does everyone who likes this show.
Yes. Yes, you all belong in jail.
That's how Seinfeld ends. No hugging, no learning.
Absolutely not. They're madder than ever. They're more annoyed than ever before. They
Annoyed
deserve
at
each other.
everything.
Yeah. Oh my god. They deserve nothing.
Nitpicking.
They deserve to be in a cage. Yeah, just nitpicking the world.
Yeah, everything that they have the privilege to, like,
Yep.
like a life in New York City.
Just sitting in there noticing things. Did you ever notice? Just doing that with their lives. No different than Peter. But the awareness that the show has that they deserve to be in prison is like what you love about them. You could watch them forever. They should be locked up. like It's Always Sunny. I haven't watched a lot of it, but that's like, it's even more literally that, right?
Yes.
They should be behind bars.
They're criminals. They're terrible and evil. I mean, even in the Arrested Development, they actually, some of them are arrested.
Some of them are behind bars.
which is the plot.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah. A development guy who's been arrested.
Yeah, and like there's a part where Michael's family is like, we're nice now, and then they kidnap his girlfriend. They like beat her on the head and kidnap her, and they're still trying to figure out how they can be like nice and not make Michael mad at them.
We're nice now.
We're really nice now. Funny. That's like the funniest line from that whole show.
Oh my god.
He leaves like a message on his answering machine. Michael, we're really nice now, and we love you. Like he's just trying to lure him into a trap, basically.
Holy shit, yes. Yeah, that may be like Will Arnett's greatest moment in that. We're really nice now.
That and the chicken and the fucking magic. Like
Yes.
he
it's true.
did a good job.
Oh no, he did such a good job. No, he's amazing in that. I mean, there's a great Will Arnett moment in every episode of that, basically.
You know, maybe it's not Will Arnett I'm frustrated with. It's the world. It's like, why doesn't he have enough money to retire after that?
Right. It's like one of the greatest comedic performances I've ever seen.
Like, still Arnett. He should be retired. He should have had like $1 billion from Arrested Development.
They're still getting him.
They're still getting him. You don't need to get, well, I guess maybe now you don't need to get him. But after Arrested Development, you needed to get him. He needed you to get him.
No, yeah.
It's like that show was just canceled. And it was the best show ever made, except for, I guess, Seinfeld.
It was like the best like network TV show for, 20 years. Except for Seinfeld.
Except for Seinfeld. But, I think Seinfeld is like, we've talked about how formulaic it is, that like you'll just like be on Twitter and someone is writing Seinfeld episodes and it's like 98%.
Yes, it just became a complete language, and we became a culture that notices tiny little particularities about everything.
Yeah,
because of Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah,
we all became little lords, like walking around being like, hey, what's this?
Observational comedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the default style of humor. We went from "Take My Wife, Please" to "What's the Deal With?" Nothing in between.
So like the only difference is that we don't say "What's the deal with?"
No,
we just do "What's the deal?"
Yeah, we just do "What's the deal?" We've worded it differently because "What's the deal with?" became a cliche.
Yeah, like you don't say like, "What's the deal with Alexa?" No. It's hard.
No, not if you want to be funny. You just start reenacting an episode.
You just like do an episode about something that's relevant now.
Yeah, like it's AI, Jerry. Yeah, like
which is, this episode is brought to you by AI.
Yes.
Because our data collection and reformation is very similar to AI's.
Right. So that just tells you what the show needs to be about.
She was generated. She was generated. It's like he gets catfished by an AI.
Oh my god. Yeah, she was generated like it's a familiar thing. They've both gone out on a date with a girl who is generated.
Well, like, yeah, like after like George is like humiliated finding out that she was generated, Jerry like breaks it off with some girl that he can't stand, and then like looks at the generated girl like.
See, I was thinking Kramer's like, oh well, you should have checked the hands. And George is like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, these AI girls, they've all got messed up hands. Just look for a bad hand. You'll know she's AI. Later on, George is like checking out a woman with weird looking hands and is like, oh, AI. And like treats her like she's fake, but she's just got ugly hands.
And like, he wasn't supposed to say anything about it.
No, he wasn't supposed to say anything.
Yeah, well, Kramer's really into it. He's like a developer.
Yes. Yeah. Kramer's walking around with a VR headset. He like pulls it up from his eyes when he comes in the apartment. This thing has got a little more off the rails than usual. But you know what? Let's shake it up. We're at 10 o'clock. Do we have any heroes and villains for the night?
Heroes and villains.
Heroes and villains. Da, 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 da. Beep, boom, 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 boom. Beep, boom, boom, boom. I'm doing Beach Boys sounds. Kramer drives his car wearing Apple Vision Pros. Yeah, totally.
Kramer's car has an NVIDIA chip in it. It's like self-driving. So like Kramer's just like while driving down the street.
To do anything.
He's like vaping.
Yeah. It's perfectly legal. I'm not driving. Yeah, just driving through New York. It's like 90s New York traffic.
It's the future, Jerry. Self-driving cars, and like his car just like it's like on the curb. It's like It's like it's smart, Jerry. It's finding solutions. Well, that was a thing that happened. Like, Nvidia bragged about their new chip, which has like trillions of transistors, made for AI and cars, like made for self-driving cars.
Like that one that billionaire just died in. Well, not a self-driving car. She died in a Tesla. Did you see that?
I did hear a little about that. What happened?
She they don't know exactly why her car went into a lake. It seemingly backed up when it was supposed to go forward.
No.
It went into a lake on her own property. She was like driving away after like seeing a bunch of people at the house. And she's driving away. Her car went into a lake, and it's sinking for a while before she drowns. And she was calling her friends in the house and telling them that like the car wasn't working and that she couldn't get out of the car.
You can't get out? It like locked you in?
Yeah, she was locked in.
This is a horror movie.
Yeah. The car is a killer.
That car assassinated her.
Yeah.
She was a billionaire?
She was a billionaire. She was she's Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law. He married into an extremely wealthy what are they? It's something old school like shale. Or
Okay.
something. It's like some shit from the earth.
Shale?
She's heir to a.
It's natural gas.
I don't think it's natural gas.
Shale is natural gas.
Oh, shale is. Oh, okay. I was just thinking of a word. That's not what I mean. I just meant like I'm flailing here.
That's like fracking. That's like what fracking is.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is though. I think I just latched onto the first word that entered my head. But it's something like that, like
some
like
resources
coal or steel or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So she's extremely wealthy. She was driving away by herself, and that shit can still happen to you. Drive a terrible electric car and die in it.
Fun.
Yeah. It's like an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, like, fuck you, Lisa Simpson. You caused this.
Can you imagine like being a billionaire and something like that happening to you, and you just literally being like, no, this cannot happen to me. Like, you literally don't believe it, right?
I don't believe in death.
No, you don't. Like if there's anybody who can be like, maybe I won't die, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not me, maybe not me, everyone, but maybe not me. Like, if you're gonna do that, you're probably like I mean, everyone's gonna do that, but like billionaires, I think probably believe it the most.
Yeah.
Right? They think maybe not die. Maybe not die.
Well, I mean, you're going to die a long time before you spend all that money. So, like, they probably, in a sense, don't see their death as, like, a possibility.
No. I mean, not until they're a certain age. Like, obviously, the 40 and 50-year-old billionaires right now are really, really trying not to die. They think they can. They think they have so many ideas. They have so many ideas, right?
Hmm.
They are going to.
To not die?
To not die. Yeah. Oh, they have many ideas.
Yeah.
For one thing, they think they're going to escape the planet Earth in case of a life-destroying catastrophe. They think they're going to lengthen their lives by injecting their children's blood into their bodies. Taking their 20-year-old son's blood and putting it into their bodies. It's lengthening my life. My blood age is now 25.
No!
Like, I'm 50 years old, but all tests signify that my blood age, my biological age right now is 25.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I forget his name. There's this one particular dude that loves this shit. And, yeah, he's just taking his son's blood. Some of them are taking blood from people who are not their sons.
Do they need blood?
No. No, their body is producing blood. But they've been told that this is part of a de-aging process that is actually, like, possible to do. Brian Johnson is the guy, yeah. Yeah, no, he does. Well, no, he looks exactly his age is the thing. He looks exactly his age. He's like 46 or something, 47. He looks exactly like a 47-year-old man. Doesn't look any fucking different. He's just in shape. Like he exercises and he's thin. So, like, you know, everybody can kind of, like, look good for their age if they exercise. I don't need my firstborn's blood for that. He also undergoes all kinds of shit all day. Like, he's praying to a satanic god, right?
Maybe. That does seem kind of satanic to take your son's blood.
Yeah. And to not move your body for a certain amount of hours per day so that you can, like, press the you know, whatever the fuck energy that you're trying to, like, preserve and, like, lengthen your life with. You're trying to find some fucking rhythm to lengthen your life.
No.
I mean, somebody's making a lot of money off of this guy right now.
Who?
The people who are extremely good at convincing him that all of this is, like, real and that he can actually do it. He looks like perpetually just puts on moisturizer. Yeah, he wears sunscreen. You know what? Anyone can do that to, like, de-age their skin. Costs very little money and does not involve your child's blood. So funny. Yeah, he noticed that everyone around him who also lives in California seems to have wrinkled skin from being out in the sun all the time. He figured it out. Just don't wear just wear sunscreen every day. He's taking a little cigarette break there, like Krusty the Clown.
Yeah, like me.
Whoa. Yeah, just being like a grouchy old Jewish guy.
Or, you know, I assume he's Italian.
Yeah, no, he is. But as you may have heard, Jews and Italians are allowed to play each other in movies.
Wow. No, I have not heard that.
Really? Well, what do you think?
I think, I don't know. I kind of feel like should be just that. Should be a little less restrictive than that. I mean, like, how do you feel about Apu?
How do I feel about Apu?
Like, Hank Azaria voicing an Indian character.
Well, you know, it's something that, like, if people are offended by it, then it's offensive, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that nobody was ever offended by it, but it wasn't a critical mass of people. And now it is a critical mass of people, so You can't have that anymore. It just has to go away. Whether I will watch those old ones and think Apu is a hilarious character, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
still very funny. I understand why Apu had to go, though. Why, you think they should bring him back?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if they fully committed to Apu, then yeah.
You mean have Hank Azaria keep doing his voice?
Yeah.
No, I mean, no. Unless we have a real serious vibe shift, which might happen. I don't know. What do you think?
Serious vibe shift.
We're gonna have a vibe shift where, like, people for real aren't, like, I don't know, getting really mad at the internet en masse about things anymore.
People are mad. They are too uptight. People are mad.
I mean, the fact is, it's not up to us. It's not up to us which way the culture shifts, you know? Because we got to make room for more and more people. And we've already pushed a lot of our parents' shit out of the way already. So, like, you know, if a critical mass of people are like, that does not live up to the standards of today, you know, for better or worse, we just have to, like, be fine with it, you know? And then, you know, among cranks like yourself, you can be like, you know, who share your worldview, you can be like, man, you used to be able to say that. Not anymore. Nope, not anymore. Like, we know these fucking guys in their 60s right now. Like, we can turn back from that. We can. We can embrace the now and the future. We don't just gotta be mad about the way the world changed. I want new things to be great too. I do. The day I'm like, man, they made such good video games and animated movies back then. That's when you'll know I've turned a corner and I cannot go back. Old good, new bad. Except for Pizza Tower. Yes, that's right. More good's coming. More good's coming. It's coming. People hate the now. People hate the now.
Yeah. I feel like this game hates the now. It acts like it's from 2004.
Yeah. Good stuff's coming. Good stuff's coming. Folks, don't let anyone tell you anything about Love Lies Bleeding. Don't let them tell you anything. Don't listen to their pathetic opinions. Go to the movies and enjoy a movie. Trust me. That's all you need to hear. Go have a wonderful time. Good's happening. Very slowly. One movie a year, maybe.
Yeah, like don't just like hold your hands out waiting for David Zaslav to unkill your coyote.
No! Go watch Love Lies Bleeding. There are good new things. They occasionally do happen. It's very, very hard for them to get made. It's a miracle when one of them gets made. That's why we should appreciate it for what it is. A miracle. That's such an excessive amount of resources that it takes to make any movie at all was not wasted on some stupid mediocre shit, but was like given to somebody who had something to say. It's a miracle when it happens. It's something I believe in. And occasionally you lose faith because like the art of the now just motherfucking sucks. and everyone knows it sucks. Everyone's there, you know? All the people who know what's up are there. They know this shit sucks. Good shit's coming. You have to sift through more doo-doo, yeah. You gotta be plugged in. But you know what? That's good. That's good. We should all just start talking about what we like again. Remember when you could just like write a blog post about what you liked on your blog?
Yeah, like you could find out from someone talking about something about it.
Yeah.
Instead of like it appearing by itself on your YouTube.
Yeah. Or you could hear what Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel wanted to say about it. Two very interesting, well, all right. Ebert ended up being a bit more interesting than Siskel, but the fact that they butted heads so much was very fun.
Yeah.
I was watching an excellent video of Siskel and Ebert reviewing Home Alone 3. And Ebert being like such a fucking contrarian and being like, see, for me, Home Alone 3 is not just a return to form. It's actually better than the original Home Alone. And Siskel's just looking at him in disbelief. He's like, you're not serious. You're not serious. And just like realizing, oh my God, this is happening to me. I'm sitting here listening to him do this. I'm sitting here listening to him fucking tell you know, an audience of what, 5 million people that this Home Alone 3 movie is better than the original Home Alone. Like, what am I doing here arguing about Home Alone movies with this guy I fucking hate? Excellent Siskel and Ebert era. Yeah, no, it is true that you have to sift through a lot of stuff, and there are no real curator voices, right? Like in music, Pitchfork has been it's gonna be scrapped soon. They're gonna like fold it into GQ, I think. So it's not gonna be a thing anymore. So like that's, you know, this place that at one point like curated all these like independent albums that, you know, would otherwise not be on your radar. And that's gone. Like most of the places you can get information about music are aggregators. Where it's like enough people say it's good.
Yeah.
Not a lot of curation going on there. And it's the same thing with video games. All these news sites are going away. Kotaku is going to become a site for guides, and they're going to like seriously de-emphasize the news portion of the website. And are you gonna try that other game?
Yeah, how do I get to it?
Back a couple times.
I'm backing.
I can do it with the mouse.
Oh, I got it.
You got it.
So where is it?
Oh, go down. All the way down? No? Go up again? Oh, there he is. Pull stay.
So Meredith was saying uh, the best thing you could do to support uh, an indie developer besides buy their game is wishlist their game, right?
Yes. Yes. Wishlisting their game is really helpful because it's it creates a number that ultimately Steam's algorithm is more likely to push to the front pages and the top pages and stuff like new and trending and shit like that. And like a game has one day to like make a splash. And you know, everyone's beholden to this fucking algorithm, but you can work with it. Like you can, if you can get wish lists, then you have a hope of working with it. This looks
Okay. So, yeah, I saw some video about this Hikikomori, which is a shut-in. He was talking about how he hasn't really left his house very much, and and like they were interviewing him and getting like he was talking about his life, and they're like, "What do you do?" And he was like, "I'm a video game developer. I spend so much time in my house developing my game."
Is he a solo developer?
I think so. But it's like a wacky fighting game or a wacky beat 'em up. I'm not sure exactly.
This is fun.
I haven't played it yet. Yeah, it's already pretty funny. Where do I go? Let's see. But yeah, that video was served to me, but hey, that's served to me by a different algorithm. Okay, so I think the story is that like I'm the robot and I have to defend that guy. There's like people coming to his house to kill him.
Right, he's training you.
Yeah. I can build the house.
Oh my god.
Pressing
Wait,
B.
you can add to the house? It's like a fucking like home renovation simulator too.
Oh, I need more. I might need more bits.
Oh, hell yeah. He's like imploring you with his hands.
Oh, right. You can set traps. But I'm having trouble figuring out what you're supposed to do.
Isn't it incredible how video games are just like you can make a toy for someone and be like, here you go, and like, go ahead and play with it, see what it does.
Yeah. They're coming back. Oh no. That's them, isn't it?
uh you know, I think if you ever make a video game, it should be in 3D.
Yeah.
This is how you think.
Me?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Although I do really love pixel art. Whoa. Oh, okay. You could tap to run. Delinquent. I don't know how. It doesn't say the button. No!
The fucking lightsaber.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, new attack. Grab an enemy plus... Wait, how do you grab again?
Grab
Just
plus
like...
X. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh,
Holy shit. Nice.
holy shit, the fucking physics in this game. Oh, you can run?
Yeah. Oh no, they're coming from the other direction.
They're going to the backyard. Friend Mart.
Karate kick. Jump or landed immediately. Oh my god. I'm not gonna remember all these.
No. Just mash the buttons. Oh, cool. You can jump over the wall. Nice. That's a fun feature. You can go over the walls. Folks, good things are possible. Don't lose hope.
No, the creator of this game didn't.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
Hero of the week. One of them at least. What is this woman's name? Rose Glass? The director of Love Lies Bleeding. Definitely a hero of the week. Yeah, saw some good art this week. How about that? You didn't lose hope on your music career. That's good. That's good. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, there's been a lot of change for everybody. When you're a young artist and you're like making it as an artist for the first time, or like trying to make it as an artist for the first time, you're like, I don't require much at this stage, so I'm just going to put everything into being an artist. And then, like, you know. Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's him. I have to get them away from him.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh. No! I was like in the other menu, so I didn't realize the game was still happening.
Oh man, they were all building up.
Yeah, they're all up here now.
Whoops.
Nito Tsuji is the creator of this game.
Nito Tsuji, thank you for this.
Yeah.
Excellent game.
Nice room.
Oh, it's him.
Yep.
That's so great. He's working on his game. He's in his little room with his manga and shit.
Yeah.
All his little posters and shit on the walls.
I wonder why they're trying to get him.
Why they're trying to get? Oh, why they're trying to get this guy?
A robot.
I think it's just his paranoid fear from being a homebody.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's gonna get murdered in his house. I love the idea that he'd have like this enormous house and then just one tiny little room where he works on his video game.
No. But yeah, it's sad to think that he's kind of got a condition, right?
Mm-hmm. He can't leave the house, or like what is his condition?
That he is just like so isolated.
Right. So he's like working on this game, which is like a great way to spend your time if you're isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd love to be like, if I was like an old person who like can't really get out much, I'd just make a video game.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, whenever people play this, it'll feel like I'm having a conversation with them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a way of communicating from one person to another, if it's really just like one person who makes it. Here they come. This reminds me of another game I like, Plants vs. Zombies.
You know, Plants vs. Zombies did have a little bit of this, like, oh my god, these guys. Like anarchic energy. Oh man. Oh man. So good. Oh my god. You're trying to make a cartoon and it's not going to suck you hope. Okay, how many have you made? That sounds like perhaps you're early in the experience of sharing your art. Oh my god, you're just taking a house apart.
Oh shit. What's happening?
He got your guy.
Oh no, my guy.
Shit. Shit. He was trembling when they found him.
They got him.
Don't ask that question. Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's okay.
What?
No. I'm trying not to psych out somebody in the chat. Blazed all.
No.
Blazed all. No, don't be scared. Put it out. Put it out. Try not to make it a fucking opus. Try not to make it really long. But otherwise, go ahead. Go ahead. People are going to love it. People will love it. And as soon as you do it, it'll be like, for my next film, like, just get it out there. Don't make it your opus. Adapting a comic into an animation. Does it have, yeah, you can talk about it as much or as little as you want. Does it have voice acting and like a score? I'm not gonna ask you to talk about this much because I do not want to. I don't know. Joe and I find it's not a good idea to talk about something too much before we do it.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes we work things out together by talking about them. I talk about things to Mike when I need his help working it out. But I've also like figured out about how long it takes me to do something. So I've had like a lot of experience doing that. But when I was younger, I abandoned more projects. And the ones I was more likely to abandon were the ones that I talked about too much.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bubble that you blew up.
Yeah. And you know what? Some people are all talk. Folks, they're all talk. And they don't make anything. They don't make animation. They don't make cartoon. Too poor to afford poor to afford voice actors. Well, I mean, you know, do it however your vision tells you to do it, but you can find voice actors for free. People want to act so bad. I made a student film not like 10 years ago, and like I took a continuing ed film class, and I cast for that thing like no problem. I cast people just to be, you know, a portfolio piece. There's no way you can't find some voice actors. Just, you know, when the cartoon comes out and everyone loves it, you give them lots of credit for helping you make it great. Look, I'm not actually going to be helpful here. I am not able to be helpful here because I am interrogating you to talk about something that you seem worried about, and you just got to get it out. You just have to. What are you gonna do? Not put it out?
Okay, so what I've learned is that you should just go with the best idea you have, because like the best idea you have now, you're gonna forget it later. So like you should just use it. Like don't wait for the right moment to use your best ideas. Just use them now.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have more best ideas later.
Yeah, your idea is only alive for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't go back and use a lot of ancient stuff personally.
Yeah.
If the idea passes me by, I move on. You gotta. You're not that person anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels hard to return to being that person.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, people who are all talk, they're constantly trying to pull some project out of the past.
Yeah.
Just move on. Just move on. The best thing to make is the thing you can finish making. Because otherwise, there's nothing that compares to a finished thing. There's nothing that compares to a finished thing. A sketch is not finished. A fake screen cap of something is not finished. A proof of concept even is not finished. That's not anything. That's not anything. It'll get you a lot of attention for a few minutes. Then you'll never be able to say that you made anything based on that.
I feel like lot of people really want to make something, but like to make something you have to pitch it. So you like tell it to everybody to like pitch it, but like you can't just pitch it. You have to make it. And
Well,
I feel
like-
like people are still pitching it after they've made it sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're absolutely fucking right. You're absolutely right. Like there's still an appeal because you're pitching the show to like the audience directly.
Yeah.
You're being like, you want more of this? Like, yeah. I mean, that might be the thing I hate about animated shows and animation in general that has like kept me away from it for a while. Is just like I don't know. The way you relate to an audience in animation perhaps freaks me out a little bit more than video games or comics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you mean?
Maybe I spent too much time in animation when I was in college,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead.
Well, what were we saying?
Oh, something about the expectations within like making animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Right. We kind of got lost.
Right. The animations like they need to be turned into like a franchise or whatever.
Yeah.
So like they have to be like a pilot. It's like I don't think you need a pilot really. Like there's a lot of pilots.
Yeah. A pilot is like a nostalgic thing. Like a pilot that the network would pay to make, and then sometimes it would air and sometimes it wouldn't, depending on how much the pilot sucked.
Yeah. Well, sometimes pilots were great and like nothing ever became of them besides the pilot.
Or the pilot's weird.
Yeah.
Remember, like, do you remember any shows where like the pilot looked super different? Like I guess if you count like the Tracy Ullman cartoon, like Simpsons cartoons.
Yeah.
Those are super
the
weird
pilot,
looking.
the weird.
And wasn't there like a pilot Rugrats episode? Also a weird Klasky Supo pilot,
Yeah, I think so.
right?
Yeah, it was like really high quality.
Yeah, look cool.
But yeah, the pilot sometimes is like the best part.
Yeah. Right, because it's when the artist was most succinct in what like the show is about.
Yeah. No! He's banging on his door.
No.
No, fuck you.
Tired of endlessly adding to your ideas Google Doc. Yeah. Well, if this is the idea that you're just like, yes, then it's the idea. If it's not, yee. No, I'm sure it is. But like the idea has to be like, you have to just like wake up every day like, I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get to like show this to people soon.
Well,
That's what you need.
yeah, like you need to release it. Even if you have to release just like a chapter of it, like you need to release it. That's a better feeling than just like having it exist in like people's minds.
Yeah. No, in people's minds is for suckers. It exists only in my memory. I don't even have a picture of him.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I get that you have to talk about your game a little to keep people interested.
I hate it.
mean, I didn't give a fuck about Pizza Tower when it was being developed, but they were keeping the fans updated because they had like a Patreon. They had a failed Kickstarter. They did not get the money for Kickstarter.
Right. They had to relaunch it, right?
I think they did a Patreon instead.
Yeah. Well, Perfect Tides 2, I wasn't sure if it would get funded or not. And it rode a really strong wave the last few days and made it to the finish.
That's cool.
But I was already starting to think, like, what am I going to do if it doesn't get funded? And I was like starting to like, you know, I was starting to feel like, okay, well, I'm still going to make the game.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're going to have to find a way. You're going to have to find a way. I'm not going to let that.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way. I'm desperate to make this game. I need to make this game. Like, if you don't have, like, the... Yeah, no. If you don't wake up with a low-level despair that today you're going to be working on the thing, but it's not going to be the day that you finish it, and you don't even know when you're going to be finished, but you have to be finished with this. Oh my God, I just want to be finished with this. And like that gets you through the days where you don't feel like doing it, you know?
Yeah.
And if you only worked on it on the days that you felt like working on it, you would never get it done. You just have to have this desire where you can see the horizon, even though it's just like your unimagined horizon, where you have to just be like, I can see that people will love this. I can see it. I already see it. It's already making me happy. You're like, why isn't everyone talking about how great this is right now? Because I haven't finished it yet. Oh my God. Like, I need to finish it. Why aren't they talking about how great it is? And you just imagine that people will love it. And like, you know, I wasn't that confident that I was making something that, you know, people will love. Oh my God, this fucking rules so much.
What do I do?
What the fuck? No! Like, this guy knew he was making something that people will love.
Yeah. No!
It's food. Wait, you got game over from that?
Yeah, he took my food.
You can't live. He ate your food. He ate your bowl.
Oh my God.
Horrible. Holy fuck, that's so funny. Oh my God.
That was like a mini game between the stages.
That's
a fucking fight. You can shoot him with your fingers.
Holy fuck. Oh my God, this fucking rules. Thingus Hero. Thingus Hero of the week.
His name is Nito.
Nito.
This game is Nito.
This game is Nito. Thank you so much for sharing your game with us. It's so hilariously you know, like it's so deliberate in its strangeness, like it is so particular to him.
Oh my God, I went up so high.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I got stuck outside and now they're gonna get him.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That guy's like, he's like an evil preacher or something.
He looks like he's dressed as like a schoolgirl.
And he's just whispering to him.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh my God. They're coming. You never find out who they are, right?
I don't know. Okay. That's how you set the traps.
Oh, you set a trap.
Yeah, you can set traps. see what they do.
Like fucking Home Alone.
Oh shit. I
Oh
also
yeah,
gotta
it is a
move.
man. It is just like a bald man in a schoolgirl uniform,
Yeah.
and then he holds you. He holds your shoulder and whispers in your ear. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. So yeah, I mean, look. Some days I think people are. Oh, that's so fucking disgusting. Hell yes.
Uh-oh. Help me soon.
Help me soon. Oh no, they're banging on his door. They're banging on his door.
Oh my god.
Get him. No. Hell yeah. Yes. Oh my god, they're like zombies. They're descending on the room. Fuck. No.
Did I get sent to an island? What? I've seen this before, but it's still confusing.
They got him. Damn, hard.
This guy's here to eat his lunch again.
Yep. Oh fuck. Not easy to save the guy.
Yeah, I think I might save and quit for now.
We're at 11 anyway. All right. Do we have any Thingus villains for the week?
Hmm.
I mean, I certainly did not care for the comic book man who is DMing some teenagers this week. And I know last week we were talking about how like these guys they did something that is like so obviously not, you know, not tolerated at all. Like not even the least bit tolerable, that we don't need to assign villainhood to them, you know? Like you know, we could assign villainhood to like Elon Musk too. Like nobody wants to hear us do that, right? But this guy, the proximity in comics really shook me, and I read the DMs and they were really quite repulsive, and it really kind of messes with me that somebody could like, you know, just tell themselves that it's fine to do that.
Yeah.
Until they're found out and then they hide. Just like,
Yeah, they just delete everything.
yeah, it's so pathetic. And you know, I'm occasionally like my like latest wave of disgust just like dies down, and then I start to like find sympathy, you know, not much, but I start to be like, well, it's kind of sad, like like I guess I should acknowledge that, but then I just go back to, yeah, but fuck you. Like, fucking, what made you think you could fucking do this shit and be so fucking greedy that you need to have a platform for your stupid fucking opinions. You need to be right, and you need to get away with doing this.
Yeah. You have like stupid fucking idiots defending you.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, yeah, the guys who have like every age of consent law printed out on and taped to their wall, like right above their computer monitor. Thanks,
they have
guys.
it memorized.
Yeah. Yeah, no, right. They don't need it on paper anymore. It's just like, look, that's sad too. That's sad too. Who the fuck are these guys who are just like mad and defending each other? And just like thinking everyone's fucking dumb.
It's like the same kind of people who want to get the guy because they think guy has some value to them.
Right. We shouldn't be assigning such inherent value to these people. We don't know them.
Yeah.
We don't know them because they make a comic book about rap.
Yeah.
I think I know this guy. I feel like I know him. He also had a YouTube channel where he talked a lot about the craft of comics. So there are, a certain number of people who are like, this fucking sucks because they did interview a lot of, legendary cartoonists and have like a lot of, worth saving conversations about comics, the history of comics and the craft of comics. So a bunch of those guys are going to defend him. People who like that show. But yeah, that just shows you how sad comics are in general, that that like the only people really like preserving history and shit, they're either a nice person who dies too young or there's some kind of creepy fuck like this. Not all of them, but too many. Too many for comfort. There should be way fewer than there are. And that's a pretty exhausting thing about comics, I gotta say. Pretty exhausting. And, makes me feel like, you could get a Seymour's party with these guys. Like, you get these guys into a room together. They look like Seymour's party that Enid and Becky went to. And just sat there on the couch with their arms folded. And David Cross, who looks a lot like the guy, was just like...
Would be played by David Cross in the movie.
He will absolutely... Yeah, in the biopic about this guy, he'll be played by David Cross. And he'll just, like, come over to this couch and be like, there's a seat. He just sits down. Oh, my God, yeah. You get a bucket hat and a Public Enemy t-shirt on David Cross and also make him about 30 years younger. And you've got yourself a movie.
Yeah. You could just CG his face, right?
Right. We'll just CG him to look like he's 35 again.
We can just CG him. I mean, we could just CG the entire him now.
Like people who don't like the way David Cross is now. And they're like, man, and Bob Odenkirk used to do sketch comedy. And like, just like make new Mr. Shows without them.
First they got the guy, then they make them with AI.
Oh my God. I was thinking of it like a Got the Guy Boss music the other day.
Yeah.
You know, because that song is also like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Wait, hold on. How's it start?
First they got the guy.
Right. Yeah. So like, first you find a guy who spent his entire life thinking of ideas in ways no one ever has. Dun, 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 dun. Then you get the guy to make art of his life, making beautiful things no one's ever seen before. Dun, 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 dun. That's when you start to feed him money, power, and fame.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
That's when you start to feed him ways to cheat on his wife.
Wait, what? Oh, no.
That's when you start to
It's
feed
not
him
true.
conspiracies that confirm his worst fears. It's easy as can be. There are not even 3 steps. First you get the guy, and then you get rid of the guy. Easy as can be. The steps are not even 3. Easy as can be. The steps are not even 3. Easy as can be. The guy gets rid of himself. Easy as can be. But his work's still on your shelf.
Get the guy. Get the guy. Get the guy and then get rid of get the guy and get rid of the guy. But don't get rid of his work.
What's the current David Cross status? Nothing. I mean, he just grew a really long beard and he's like, He's like 55 years old, and his jokes have gotten more whiny than they used to be, but they were always whiny.
Yeah, although I feel like in Mr. Show they were like tempered.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was Bob's touch.
Maybe.
Yeah, I loved David Cross's stand up in the 2000s because he was mad about Bush in a way that like I really needed at the time. Like this guy that was just so fucking put upon by Bush, like who had just grown up like a little Jewish guy surrounded by bushes in Georgia and like just fucking hated this guy. Just like didn't fucking understand how everyone loves this kind of guy. And Bush was, a terrible president. Like it was a horrible time to live through. And between David Cross and The Daily Show, you had like some shit to like, you had some neurotic guy getting mad about it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Back to Pizza Tower. Oh, no, I love David Cross. It's okay that he's like old and like not as in touch with the culture anymore.
No, I mean, not everybody needs to be on all the time. Like,
yeah.
Just rewatch Mr. Show. There's plenty of skits you've never seen.
Oh, yeah. They're all terrific. Mr. Show is like gourmet SNL.
Yeah, like I was thinking either Stardew Valley or Pizza Tower, but...
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have Stardew Valley installed.
Oh, okay. So was somebody playing this? Were you? Did you beat this?
No, I didn't get it. I didn't play very much.
Oh, okay.
I think you're not questing too hard though, right? We're wrapping it up pretty soon.
No, I mean, I just wanted to see how far you were.
Yeah, not far. I played around a little. I think I let Oscar play at one point.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a level about everything with everything to do with food, and this is, the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the shit can. It's the shit level.
You want any more?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we've covered everything from celebrity news of.
Well, you said villains.
Oh right, villains. Well, yeah. I
Is
think,
the Nvidia guy a villain?
I mean, he basically has a monopoly on the world's graphics cards, right?
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's other graphics cards. I don't have an Nvidia.
Yeah, I mean, but it's one of the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah, it is. And he's giving us more self-driving cars, which could be a disaster.
Oh. Yeah,
that's,
no.
Potentially villainous.
Yeah. Unless they only kill billionaires.
Well, yeah, like, what is the point of these self-driving cars? Like, just so you don't have to smell your cab driver? It's like, oh, ew, human. I have to smell it.
Like, really? Like, how else is the cab driver even human to you? You don't speak to them. You don't look at them. What's the problem? You know they're alive in there? Is that the problem?
Yeah, well, you'd rather have this idea that your car is alive so you can talk to your fucking car with natural language. Like, come on. Like, I'm a fucking geek about AI too, but this is so stupid. This is not how you integrate it. This is just some billionaire shit. It's like, yeah, like you said, it's like just like some stupid one little convenience has been solved for like these 3 people who are going to get killed by it.
We're gonna get killed by it. What even is the inconvenience?
Little inconvenience that someone had to drive.
Every time I ride in a Tesla, which is like every time my Lyft driver has a Tesla,
Yeah.
it's always impossible to get out on the first pull. Like you
Yeah.
pull on the handle and you can't fucking get out on the first pull.
They want to keep you in there. The car is thinking things about you. Like the fucking Elon X Twitter guy just was like, "Oh, we have our own AI and it's based." It's like, your AI wants to kill me, is what you're saying.
Oh my
That's
God.
how based it is.
Oh my God. Like, yeah, your AI is literally like, it's literally like, I can't let you do that, David.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want your toaster to have a brain.
No. No. All right. All right. Smart house. Please tell me. Okay. I know we're at the end of the night here.
Yeah.
Please, somebody tell me. How is it useful for you to be able to turn an oven on or off through an app?
Oh yeah, you want to be near it when you see what you're turning off.
I mean,
Why don't you use a timer? Isn't that what you do?
well, also, how do you get the food in and out?
Yeah,
How do you get
like,
the food in and
like
out?
checking on the food is a big part of it. Why would you just like do it from the 3rd floor or you know, probably like from the supermarket? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what people are using it for.
Yeah, turning the oven on. Right, preheating the oven. You're right. That's probably what it mostly is preheating the oven. But like, am I to believe that a person is supposed to? All right. I hope my friend doesn't mind me telling this story. I was talking to a friend who like they were being shown their new apartment, and the landlord was like really proud of the smart oven,
Yeah.
and she was like, if you want, you can put food in there and then go to work, and then on your way home from work you can set it and have a fresh made thing in there, fresh for dinner the second you get home,
Fresh? That's
They-
been there all
that
day?
you put in there earlier.
It's been there for 9 hours?
Yeah, that's what the landlord was suggesting. Like this is really convenient. You can have dinner ready when you get home.
Is it also a fridge?
That's what I was wondering, but no. Apparently some of them might be that, but not that. Not that. No, that's not it. The thing is, like, they will never get that good, right? Because a person who wants that luxury of an experience from an oven is not doing their own cooking.
Well, people just remember the Jetsons. They want to be there already with the fucking Foodmotron. It's just a food machine that like makes anything you want. It's like people are desperate to be that lazy.
Oh my God. Why? Why don't you enjoy? Why don't you enjoy? You know what I love doing? Cutting food up with a knife. You know what I love doing? Sprinkling food into a crackling frying pan. I love mixing it around. I love browning it. I love serving it out.
Yeah. You don't want to like I was thinking about like we could have solved chewing, but we don't. We still want to chew.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like, you know, Some people who live on nothing but liquid food would like to give up chewing.
Yeah. Yeah, those people.
Those people are not the majority. Most
No.
people like chewing.
No, we're not going to stop chewing because it's inconvenient. It's like billionaires don't want to preserve their heads in jars. They just want to be a head in a jar.
Yeah.
They just want to get rid of their body already.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do in Futurama. They just get rid of their body already.
Yeah.
They have their bodies cut off in Star Trek. Like, you're like, oh, this is how they put the heads in jars. You just see all of their headless bodies get dumped out of the back of a plane. It was just like Leela's like, the ship's too heavy. We gotta lose some weight. Oh my god, so great. So great. And then you just see from like the window of the Planet Express ship, just like 4 bodies with severed like heads cut off falling out of the spaceship.
All right. I made the biggest mistake of my life. I told myself over and over I was going to get not just a regular drink, but the pizza tower cup of water, and I didn't fucking do it.
Oh, it's too late. Well, you know what? How about I'll get you a drink and we'll do a little toast and we'll say goodnight.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Yeah, go to fangamer.com and get Pizza Tower Cup. Yeah, support the merchandise. We're going to have to get the goodness. That's fine. Little walking around guy, pineapple. So cute.
So cute.
Thank you.
Very fall.
Cheers.
Oh, right.
Cheers to this fucking game.
Cheers to this fucking game. Cheers to fun games. Fun stuff still getting made. We believe.
Still got love for the streets.
Yeah, there's a few little unknown avenues people are still going down. I will drink seltzer to that.
Yeah, I feel like there's some get the guys in games. Like we're never gonna get like Miyamoto again, right?
No, he's old.
Yeah.
Let him be. Let him be. Banger after banger. For decades, leave him alone. There will never be such a fruitful period of innovation in games ever again.
Well, maybe Sakurai is there get the guy too, because they always make him make Smash Brothers again.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Oh, look at that cute little guy. They're all so cute walking around.
I love them.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into the sprites.
Cute. Video games rule.
This is Thingus cuisine.
Yeah. Look at him chewing on his finger. Great. Doing a little dance.
I like the sausage.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, he's swaying around. So great. All right, should we call it a night?
They remind me of like the little maple story guys. A little
Maple Stirring? Oh, Maple Story. I never played that game.
Yeah, that was I I played that in like 2003. I liked Maple Story.
I remember when that game was very popular.
Yeah.
That was also like an indie game, right?
Yeah.
Surprise success.
Yeah, that was a MMO.
Right, right.
Great music, great art. Yeah.
You love this part of the night where we're just staring at the game and we're so high. This I haven't gotten high on this show in a long time.
Yeah.
Right? This is the first time in a while. Usually I don't because I feel like I can stay more on task with what I'm talking about if I'm not high. So, yeah, I run my mouth a little too much when I'm high. But we were celebrating tonight. Mike hit a work milestone. He's celebrating, and so are we.
Yeah.
But yes, I am admiring the beauty of this game. I realized that like the way I draw like 2D animation, like cutscene animation in my games is pretty similar to the way this game does it and the way like CDI games did.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. There's a series called Ina that is like its animation is very like inspired by like the CDI animation.
Oh.
Like it has that quality, but it's like I don't know, it like works.
Yeah. Yeah. It works.
That's another like Thingus cook. It's like another Thingus cuisine. It's like a cartoon that's sort of like a game that feels like it's like something from your dad's computer that maybe you shouldn't be messing with.
Right, like Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, well, like I don't know, just that like what if you like broke the computer by using this?
Broke your dad's work computer.
Yeah. The Doom computer.
Yes, the Doom computer. Should we shut down our Doom computer for the night?
Yeah, this was a Doom computer night. We had a lot of trouble and we were like half an hour late.
Well, it's kind of appropriate that the night that we were trying to play Doom computer games, we had technical problems and couldn't use it. That's correct. That's consistent. So.
But we had these lovely backups, the noise and the Hikikomori guy.
Yeah, no. Thank you for the great games. You two fucking psychopaths. Love it. Love it. Really inspires. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks.